The Hokie culture it's a brotherhood and sisterhood. It's not just going to college and becoming an alumnus. Most of our students come here because they heard of that reputation. Hokies are people who care about one another and who want to do something in the world that's worthwhile, not just get a job. They want to have an impact on the world.
We are really pushing experiential learning. It is it's no longer learn in the classroom and then just try to figure it out on your own when you get a job after you graduate. Having the opportunity to work with you and use the videos and explain to the students that these are real issues going on right now that leaders within companies are dealing with and trying to find solutions for. Kind of put a little pressure on the students. They felt a little nervous about recommending solutions to problems that CEOs of companies are dealing with, but then it also allowed them to see that this really does matter what they're learning and thinking through the different options and complexities of problems that they're going to deal with later on.
What it does for me is it brings something current and relevant and live into the classroom, and I can't duplicate that using written cases, because they're just too old.
I have no interest really in using an old-fashioned paper, Harvard, UVA, whatever type of case. There's no way to keep them current easily. So, since they can't keep them current because of the model requiring all this peer review and, it's got to get it sold to a textbook and all, it's impossible for that model to be as current as the way you guys do things. So, I'm either going to use you or I'm going to use articles out of 2 weeks ago, Wall Street Journal, Business Week, Forbes or Fortune or Economist or something like that. I'm not going to wait for some paper case to come out because by the time I read it, it's already old.
I think the other thing we may be doing here is inspiring another generation of entrepreneurs. I know Mark Katz has been involved with entrepreneurship for a long time with Custom Ink, and I think in these classes, we have the next generation of Mark Katzes. I don't know who they are yet, but they're there. And by allowing these cases to come into the classroom, we're generating that group.
It's really fun to watch the students be energized by this type of discussion. And frankly, we've had other class discussions where we were talking about textbook material. And those went well. But the bottom line is when you have a case like this and we're asking them to think, then they're wide open and they're very enthused about their ideas. You can see they're proud that we are acknowledging that they have good ideas. So it's really neat that we have something that we can give them like Custom Ink, like real-time cases, where they can interact with them and they can think themselves about them and express their ideas.
It's helping us not just rely on peer-reviewed cases, not just rely on history, but maybe help my students write some history by helping a company that goes on to be really, really awesome.